Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of order way you moving, see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Table set, now tables.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. It's Monday. We got a new event to play. And that's all I got. So we will bang out. Oh, we got to get this upper camera on. You guys don't want to be missing out on that. There we go. Now we're good. But we're going to bang out the event. Well, let's see. Neck, I'm feeling great. Honestly, John, I've been talking myself through this. Like, this is probably the first tournament I'm going to coming up this weekend, not last weekend, like I had said in a previous post, that I'm going in with no pain. So the neck, I'm feeling pretty good, man. Everything's loosening up good. Weight loss, I mean, look, they said it may have been a parasite type thing that I picked up from Turks when we were there. I don't know if that's the case or if the neck was causing my appetite to go away, but honestly, I'm able to keep it too. So fuck it, I'm okay with it. We did have some good news. Russ and I were able. I'm going to add Jeremiah into the mix. We were able to get the 1650 video card to work on Nighthawks. So now Russ has some video cards he can use for the event coming up, which is awesome. Fantastic. We were able to get that done. Kevin Lindsay helped out a little bit by getting us a Titan hard drive here. It would have been nice if they just included the drivers for the 1650 with the previous updates. But whatever. We're good. We got it going. We're going to dive right into the events mode, though. I haven't looked at this at all yet, but thank you for asking, John. I do appreciate it. If you guys are checking in from GoldenTeeTV, please make sure you subscribe to both, either the Word of Mouth, the Mouth 411 on YouTube, and GoldenTeeTV. Get all of the content you're looking for during those times. All right, so we're going to get a variable hole 1 for par. This is okay right now. I didn't look to see if this is a weekly or a 10-man or 20-man event. We'll see here in a second. John, are you coming this weekend? Got a couple big happy birthdays to give out to. We got the legend Sean Puffy Kramer. No, it's Steve Puff Kramer. So we're excited to wish him a happy birthday, as well as Sean Tickner. Both these guys have been really good to Golden Tee. We've loved having them around. Good friends of mine both. And we're happy that they're still alive. That's the key. All right, so this is not a single, this is a single game event, so we'll see how we do here. We're going to knock out all 10 of these, and then we'll move on to some invites. Oh, shit. I thought... I have a fucked up bag on, I think. And I do... Oh, no. I got my 3-driver bag. Weird. I don't normally make that mistake with this set. But that's okay. We're good. Oh. First class up in... All right, so it's looking like we're going to have all drivable par 4. Or, well, maybe not. So it looks like all eagles at least. So our first look on this hole, we want to look to see if we can go straight over the edge. In this case, we can't. So now we got to try to feather it between 2 of the rocks. Now, you can go pretty close to them and let it bounce off of them. Or you can put it back in the middle, like where my marker is there, and have a cut shot in. That's not always the most fun shot because you're gonna have to put a big cut on some of these. So we're gonna just hit it and hope for the best here. We'll hit the high tee. This one should cut back and leave me a gap between the 2nd and 3rd rock from the right. Hey Rick, how you doing, bud? Okay, so we kind of screwed ourselves, but we're not in trouble yet. Because we went up close to the rocks. We're going to have plenty of room to get this there. We can hit a full cut in. That's actually not terrible. What do I want to hit at it, though? Or do we want to go from this angle and play a half cut in? I think this is going to be easier to control. A lot of the newer guys would be coming at this with a full cut. I think I'm going to check it way over the edge of the left side of the green. So let's go with this. And you know me, I don't like to hit those as hard as I can, but that one I needed the distance. First class up in the sky. Oh. Yeah, Jeremy, you're coming, my man? Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so yeah, you do need to put them on both. They did a one-time thing where they transferred over all the bags from the old app to the new one. But that was just a one-time thing. They are totally separate platforms with separate apps. I know, it's kind of bullshit in my mind. You're going to tell us they're separate games, but they're in the same contests as me. But yeah, you do need to rebuild it on the other app. All right, we got some points. Let's see where we're at. Oh, I haven't seen. So if you guys don't know, Jeremy and I have a long and storied history. I should go see if I can find the photo. But Jeremy and I actually grew up together. Not the same schools and things, or same high schools even. But we played our AA team on Clara's Pasta. I believe we were 11 or 12 years old. My dad was actually the coach, and we actually won city championships together. Jeremy was a hell of a player, but goddamn, he swung at the worst pitches I've ever seen in my life. But he hit them, and we were always be like, my dad would be like, I'd want to help this kid, but you can't coach. You can't. The coaching him the right way would tell him he shouldn't be doing this. That was fantastic, though. But then we ran into each other back in Chicago a little later in life and realized he played GoldenTeeTV now, too. So I'm excited to see you, buddy. Hey, what's up? Oh, you too, Greek. Awesome, man. If you do get stuck with any of that stuff, yeah, as well as I know the game on the playing side of it, I know the internals pretty well, and I know my way around their software and their hardware. So if you do get stuck with anything, have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out, man. I'm always available, Greek. But it's a pleasure to have you, sir. All right, so apparently that shot through the rocks, everybody hated. They didn't get that one, and that's going to be the problem hole that I've seen so far. This one's going to get shut down. Well, not completely shut down, but shut down pretty much. Come on, ball. Fuck. Oh, shit. Ah! That's okay, Jeremy. Wow, that's funny as shit. That's awesome, Jeremy. I would have been thinking you were the other Jeremy this whole time. That's great, bud. So now I feel stupid. Okay, dude. Okay, so I was actually talking about this with Russ when we were working on the drives. Look, guys, I'm telling you the only difference on a PGA with the trackball. Okay, mind you, I'm going to put a caveat or an asterisk on this. The only physical difference that is between the ball on the PGA and the ball on the home edition, I believe the pitch of the deck is a couple degrees less on the PGA, so it's flatter, so the ball sits down a bit on the rollers better and has less chance of jumping off. Just a couple of degree difference. Now, is there a code part of it? To my knowledge, there is not, because it was a direct port over. Oh, okay, gotcha. But so now there was no changes in that regard, to my knowledge, or to what I've been told by IT. Because that was one of the first things I asked. I was like, oh, sweet, we got a new platform. Does that mean we can now fix a lot of the bugs? Or problems with the swing mechanic? Or, anything like that? And the answer I got every time was, no, man, we don't have the coders to redo the whole game. We're going to port it over. Now, there's another reason they had to port it over, too. Because if you look, especially now, it ends up being a great thing that they did it that way. Because there's not enough PGA machines out there to justify the platform right now. So the fact that they can play well together is important. And I mean, unintended consequence, intended consequence, I don't know. I mean, there was no way they would have predicted that a pandemic would have caused all the changes and everything, yada, yada, yada. We don't need to go through that again. So, I mean, did they get lucky or did they do it right? I'll say it's probably half and half, right? You got lucky and did it okay. Okay, you don't even need to high tee this shot, because I honestly want the spin, but what do I want to hit here? Let's just go with the medium tee, 9.5. That's the weird one. Normally you don't get that big of a gap through the middle, but when you do, you want to take advantage of it. Do we have the bank shot? Well, if I'm not doing well, I'll show the bank shot. If I'm doing well, it's not necessary now. And I haven't done it in so long. And in fact, I was never even really using it back then. There was always, you could get around without the bank shot still. Well, at least I could, because I believe I was playing the Big Bertha set on this course. So my 9-wood would clear that almost every chance I got. Kevin, I gotta ask here, what is the pricing you guys pay on your normal games? But trust me, I honestly don't care what people say about it. It's literally no different, just the small adjustments. The buttons suck. Okay, so right there would tell me why no one plays the PGA machine, because you're paying $5 a game on that. Yeah, you can't change it. I think it's a terrible move. I told Adam right away, stupid decision to lock the pricing on it. If you're going to do it, you lock the price at, I mean, but guys, I've been around for 3 changes now, right? I was around for 4 going to live. And man, the fucking vitriol you heard about that was terrible. Well, guess what? Eventually everybody converted. Then we'll go from the stand-up cabinets down to the pedestals. Dude, you should have heard. I mean, we had Demko and Haas saying, if we switch to these, I'll never play again. Well, guess what? Now everybody hates the stand-up. So, guys, we're not a very good group when it comes to change in general. Oh, shit. That took a weird bounce. That's supposed to ride that wall, but I'm happy with it. I caught right into the right corner there. Wow. That almost went in. So, look, the talk behind everything, say everybody's, oh, I don't like the new machine yet. Yeah, cool. I'm leaving that one to it. There are some fucking stupid parts of it, though. Like I said, the lock pricing is retarded. Let your people who paid fucking $6,000 for the machine decide what they want to price their equipment at. Okay, cool. The other one was the buttons, and otherwise it's fine. No, you shouldn't. And once they recognize that decision was stupid, and Adam told me they have a patch ready to go whenever they decide if they think it was a bad decision to unlock the pricing, or it might not even be a patch. It might just be a button press on their end. But yeah, exactly, Chris. I would be doing the same. And plus, guys, I kind of put the PGA on a back burner a little bit. Just I don't have enough. I don't see it enough. There's only like 4 around me, totally, and that's within that's 45 minutes saying they're close to me. So I don't really want to. I don't really fuck with it yet. PGA and rattlesnakes and condoms, 3 things I don't fuck with right now. That's a historic Mark Stenmark quote from his tournament victory. All right, so it is here. Now the bank shot, let me see if I can remember this one. Okay, so it was this setup you wouldn't be banking on, would you? Yeah, we're too far back. Is this the right one? Oh no, it's this rock. It's the rock right here. You could turn around and bank it off of that. Or was it this one? I'd have to see it on the right tee box. You wouldn't think about it on this tee box, though, because you got a wood that clears it. We already saw a bank shot today right now so far. But I think it's really unfair when we see people posting, oh, look, nobody playing the PGA machines, but our other 4 machines are taken. Well, yeah, because you guys have those set at 3 and your vendor has the PGA set at 5 as their own thing. Now, there is a certain contingent of people that are saying, oh, the price, but they're getting kickbacks. And that's just stupid. Now, I get it. I would rather have the money not come out of my account and then have a gift card come back because it's taking money from me that is now not cash like it was before. But nonetheless, it's disingenuous when I see those posts. Wow, I almost yanked that putt. All right, so. But if you get to play, it is a better machine. It's just I'm not used to it myself either, and it's just going to take a. Fuck. All right, so the change on that for the pricing was you had vendors complaining to IT saying, well, people just keep lowballing us and cutting us out. Why am I going to buy your new machines if somebody's just going to just drop the price and we're going to lose all our players? Yeah, well, now it's even worse because a kickback program requires way more work than a vendor does to just drop the price $1. So now you even have more vendors that can steal customers from other people by offering a kickback program. Now, if it went... if everything had worked out and aligned properly, the $5 game thing wouldn't have mattered because the vendors were supposed to be given tools to automatically do all of the, to do the gift cards themselves rather than, and digitally load it on the wallets, and that's not there yet. So as of right now, locking the price is a horrible change. It's stupid to do. You're not going to ever hear me say that was a smart play. Fuck me, I fucked this shot up a lot, but now we get to hit a fun putt. Oh! Ah! We're gonna try it again. Throw your hands in the air, make them stay there. I know, it's a stupid putt, but they're saying Luda back. Oh, shit. Sorry, Jeremy. Whoops, I didn't mean to cut off of that. Oh, so it's Bonnie Hills. It's a mix of Bonnie Moore and Black Hills. Okay, I got it. Yeah, Jeremy, you're going to have a little bit of an adjustment, but it's not too bad. All I do is win. Well, but once again, too, okay. Well, yeah, because they don't want to deal with the different pricing too, and minus you're talking to the players that have played more games than I'll be there, Gary. Yeah, I'll be there Friday night. But now, Chris, that's also not a very good group of people to show the differences, right? Because. Well, and let's just say, too, you're now playing with a group of people that are in the 0.1% of lifetime's games played at the max, right? So those guys have played more. I mean, like myself, I've played 100,000 games on this platform. So is it different for me? Yes. Will I have more change and muscle memory to get by? Absolutely. So once again, I really, this is another time where the people that we're talking to on a regular basis in the Golden Tee community are really the opinions that shouldn't matter as much when it comes to some things. There are a couple things, but this doesn't even matter about the players. I mean, I don't know if anybody is into branding and everything, but getting your brand and establishing a brand is not easy to do. Well, part of that brand for Golden Tee was the button combinations, and they're different now. That, to me, is such a dumb decision because you had the ability to keep your branding going for no purpose at all, and they didn't. It's just that one flabbergasted me. And then they had all of us coming in there 2 years before it released saying, dude, these buttons are terrible. What's going on with this? This is terrible. And no chain. Oh, that part of it, the branding part. I'm talking about the branding of part of the brand is this, the layout too, right? So those of us know where our hands go, and now it's different, right? It's not the same. And they stay there. But the PGA brand itself, that was a no-brainer, guys. To make a new machine with their brand on it, fuck yeah, that's not stupid. Very smart. And as I think we see, when we start seeing more things come, like our next World Championships and things like that, you're going to see where the plan is going, and you're going to like it. Whether you like the machine or not right now, well, fucking tough luck. Get used to it. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. And then now I'm not even adding into the fact that we knew that both platforms were going to be live together. Then why are we changing this? Why is one going to be different? Bitch, I go hard and kind of energize out. Fly in the wood like Elijah. Yeah, there's just as a game company, I wish they would have just got more words in there. Hey, Jonathan. Well, I shot clean in both of our games and lost miserably to you, so. Old machines. We were calling it the end of an era tournament. No, they were fucked up, though. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, John. I am ready. I'm ready to go, man. I'm super ready. I'm probably going to stream early all day this week. That way I can even stream on Friday before I go. He had the flexibility knowledge. Oh, the Worlds this year will be PGA machine. Now, okay. Hi, Nick. Hey, what's up, buddy? But my caveat here is, look, I don't know where the parts situation is with everything right now, but the plan is absolutely for it to be PGA. And then, guys, not to mention that the extra sponsorship and stuff, I believe there's a lot of extra money being added this year. I can easily see that our first prize in the next couple of years going from 30,000 up to 100,000, or at least up to 50 or 60. I think it's good. I think that's a good thing, and really it's exciting for me. Durant, I'm a champion. Yeah, we'll see. We'll get more information coming soon. 4. So there's 44 more. All right, we're going to just plop this down. I'm going to smoothie this 5 because we know we can hit the 5,300 if we really want. I do like the high... Wow, that thing plugged. All right, good. Bottle up alcohol and yeah, all PG machines are locked at $4 a game plus 1 for prize fund. That is absolutely true. Now, if you were going to do lock pricing, you should have eliminated kickbacks altogether. And dropped it down to $4 lock pricing, no more kickbacks. I could see that. I could see that being more of a thing. But once again, we're all talking in hyperbole here because we still don't know how everything's going to just end up turning out with the layout. I felt like a villain out of those blockbusters. Don't do it. God damn it. All right, I'm going to try to putt this. I don't think it's going to work, though. I knew it was going to happen. For some reason, when you touch the fringe, it sucks the ball in. Even though that ball wasn't going, there was no way I was going to be able to get that out enough. Kind of sucks if you ask me. Oh, I with a missile launcher. Monster, you running away. I'ma turn you to the monster. Yeah, it was. I knew it right away, Chris. I mean, I think we all saw that. If I saw an opponent of mine about to put that ball in a match, I would have been behind him, like, smiling because I knew that wasn't going to work. Yep. I'm about to set trip. Vacation plans. And you can really get a judgment on those by watching the replay of the ball and see how much it turns in. That one barely touched. But when you're on the flush angle, like where it's like that aim, it just doesn't work. That's really it. When you're on the flush, like the line similar to the aim that you're trying to make, I should chip that. I would have loved to have seen that putt with a mulligan or 7 and seeing if I could have even gotten it out. I'm of the impression that I don't think I could have gotten that out any further. Here's my general area. And you see how much backspin even the 8.5 driver got there out of that rough? So you're in a pretty good spot there. All right, would this be the bank or is it the back box that you bank? I don't remember. I don't remember, John. You gotta have eaten Cheeto. It's amazing how far you can hit these high lofted woods. How do I want to do this? Anything I hit with this is going to trickle back down. I got to do this, I think. Oh. We're going to pray I can't see it, but normally you can putt from right there. If you go down a little further, you'll see it won't stop just down a little further. It will actually trickle farther down, so you'll know it's a chip. Yeah, we're trying to make this. This is gonna be long if I miss it. That's what I was afraid of. Well, it stopped, so we're only gonna lose one here, possibly. I'll take that. I'll take the par there. That doesn't hurt me too bad. I wish I had my 4-iron for that shot. I could have backspun it too. That would have probably saved me from going over the edge. But I almost canned it. That was what I was going for. Trying to can things instead of sticking them is kind of silly sometimes. Like that one there with the 10.5. I needed that to hit the green right at the very top, and it didn't. All right, I hate this hole. I've always hated it. It's just because it offsets you, and when it offsets you, because where your marker is, it's pointing so far down below, it looks like you're aiming further left than you are. It's just a simple optical thing. It sucks. I hate it, but it is what it is. I'm happy with that. Stir fry. Ah. I'm almost thinking I don't need the 8.5 driver for this event. Hang on one second, guys. I'm just answering a Golden Tee question for somebody. All right, there we go. We're back. All right. Well, now I'm actually glad I didn't switch off of it because this is there. I don't know if the 9.5 would get there, but this should be there. Oh, are we gonna point it even? Go, go! Ah. Oh. Wow. Fox and Lemon must have gotten out really early. Oh, okay. Fun look. All right, so this would be the full turn. That's not turning enough with that, with the being downhill so much and the left to right wind. That wind to me is going to play like a full 6, not a half 6. So we're going to have to play it from here. Let's go with the medium T4. We're going to hit a full C and get it just around the edge of the tree. Let's see if we can get this ball to turn enough. So full C. And I didn't get it around because I was trying to be too cute. That would have turned enough, though. So we would have been fine. I just didn't throw it out enough. This one right away. I don't mind the rough here. In fact, I probably like it a little bit. Because I've been there more than the fairway, I know how it reacts from right there. All right, so now we get the other look. We can just go straight, and then we got 2 easy shots instead of 2 tough shots. Oh, it plugged. I thought that'd come back a little bit. So we're going to play out all 10 of these. We're going to play until we got no more. And then we'll switch over to some invites today. There isn't really a regular time because remember, it's been a little different every year. Remember, Worlds only came back like 5 years ago, and then we missed one. So we've really only had 4 Worlds since 2016. I got lucky that didn't dip into the sand, into the weeds more, but that shot didn't go out at all. You know what's funny? I changed drivers on that second shot there, and you realize if I would have had the same exact, but it would have bounced up almost identically to what I just did there. John, because I don't think they know what they did on it. That, quite frankly, it's a shitty answer, I know. I don't think they know. I don't think they realize the sand is different, as well as the greens are different. But don't worry, oh no, oh fuck. I'll be down at IT the first week of September. I don't know if I'm going to just be one day or if I'm going to stay the whole week and do testing, but I'm definitely going into a couple of things. To me, the sand and the putting is the 2 biggest problems. There is no way that anybody wants to play more games after they have putts that they can't get to a hole on a hard hole. Like hole 18 of Easter, you can have setups where you end up at the bottom of that green and you cannot get it to the hole. And it's only 75 feet. In some regards, yes. I'm going to give them a little more credit than to say they don't know what they're doing. They make a lot of changes, though, that I know if I did it in jobs I've had in the past, I had been fired. Because it's being done too willy-nilly. All right, this one's going to carry far. Settle. Woo, we're happy with that. Yeah, but and mind you, this is after changing over from a 32-bit platform to a 64, having it managed on 2 different things. My bigger thing is they just don't have the employees to cover everything. That's really the biggest problem in my regard. Oh, awesome, John. You're going to be there too. My man. We're going to have a good time. Go in. Oh, Brian, you're not alone. I think that 2022 might be the worst year of courses we've ever seen. That's my personal opinion. It is a drain. Caesar, I think I might. In my opinion, is it that we're comparing to 2020 and 2021, which, more power to them, might be the best 2 years they've ever done. I would say right now, if we had 2022 for the almost 2 years that we had 2021, we would have lost a lot of players. But 2021 was such a good year of courses that I don't think people minded as much. And maybe it's just me, but I still like 2021 courses. And that's just because I thought they were they're fantastic courses. You get basically... They were interesting for a first look or two. Now, when you see new tee boxes, like I've seen, they're a lot different and they're actually more playable and more fun to me. But like a course like Petra, I'm sorry, Petra's a hokey pile of trash course. I think it's terrible. I think Petra it's up there for the worst courses ever made in my mind. That's just personal opinion. Oh, hardest course of all time. Now, if we're going by score to shoot, then that's not even a right one. Shooting golden hardest courses by Golden Tee Par. Black Hills isn't even in my top 5 at all. I would say Crawdad. This isn't in any order, but you've got hardest course in all time to shoot Golden Tee Par on his Royal Coat. That, I don't think anybody should argue with me on that. It's up there. The next hardest is probably Sequoia, then Auburn. I'm going to put... to me, though, every issue... there's nothing that's totally broken in my mind that can't be corrected. And they're lucky because they have it's such a fevered player base that they can get away with stuff. And I think that's almost a negative as well. I'll put it like this. As much as having Golden Tee as a fallback has always been nice, like where I could go, I'll quit my job and I go make 50 to 100 a year playing the goddamn video game. Okay, cool. Now, while that's a good thing, it's also stopped me from dealing with bullshit that other people have to deal with at their jobs. Like, I'll be like, fuck you, I quit. I'll find something better. Well, so... And in that regard, with the player base that we have, they can get away with a lot of shit that a lot of other companies wouldn't be able to. No, I didn't just do that. At least I hit the wall hard. Now, let's see. Can we make the putt? Yeah, we got it. I agree with that, John, but I would have felt like there would have been a lot more work put into it for the amount of time it was not here. And when it came out, it was a buggy pile of trash. I mean, we still just recently, remember, this released for Home Edition June 2nd, I believe. And just this last week, we finally, or 2 weeks ago, we just got our pars right on it. Like, that stuff can't happen. It's not good. That's where I see the recipe for disaster, that we can't thoroughly diagnose things and patch them out quickly. My God. All right, we're a little off. No, dude, I can't get that. That's always... It's funny because the shit that happens on my home, I think I still gotta wait for the rollers that I switched in here to get in, because I'm just not precise on a lot of things at home. I go to the bar now. Oh my God, like, what is that? I forget what we were talking about. Oh yeah, like that. Oh no, that was just terrible. Well, like stuff like that. How in the fuck is that still a thing? How has that not been patched out after a day? It should have been fixed in a day. Those kind of things. Look, if you look, most video games have gone away from beta testing almost exclusively. The first sale of it had basically, you're kind of expecting the first couple weeks of a game being out to be shitty and for it to deal with. But they did. No, not. It's not really true. No, they pulled a lot of the best talent from the gaming side and moved it over to, or from arcade and moved it over to the gaming side. So did they leave the company? If you call it two companies, then yes. Those are that, but whatever. That's part of business, man. And honestly, the original coders shouldn't... What am I... I'm not even paying attention. I'm too busy caring about what... Yeah, this is bad. I'm playing horrid. What? Yeah, that was bad. That was just bad as I've played in a while. But it's not about them quitting. They're moving around and doing things. But that's the joy about code. It's not like it's some foreign language. Like, coders should know code. The problem is it's outdated code. And it's patchwork together from 1998 till now. There's no handicaps here, John. And trust me, that's going to fill up with a bunch of better scores. I would have DNF'd that one a long time ago, but actually I had 3. It was just 3 holes in a row. Right. Well, but all right, hang on a second. We're getting messages all day today. Give me 1 second. Yeah. No, it is a mess. I mean, just the small part I've actually seen the workings on is they pulled the guy back over from gaming while I was there last time when we were working on the 120 glitch. And he was like, dude, this is all tribal knowledge. These other people don't know what, because it's just a mixture of programming languages in there, which is, it's fine, but it's a bitch. Hi, Gino. What's your age, sex, location, sir? Brian, the one that and Mike Bentley brought it up too. Coconut Beach was a really good one to work on cuts, because you're gonna have to use the cuts to manipulate around. Yeah, Jonathan, some of the code parts that I've seen had commented saying stuff like, we can't figure out why the fuck this is doing this. like, so yes, good, also bad. I get it, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Well, I think you're in the wrong channel, sir. Well, and that one was specific. Yeah, that was specific to when the Nine Woods were all over the place. Like, the comment was something like, this matches the same nine, it matches the code, it matches the Nine Wood from the other set, but it's totally different. Can't figure it out. We'll come back later. Like, that kind of shit. Even a master. Oh yeah, okay. That's 100. Hang on, guys. I'm getting so many downloads for an update. Give me a second. All right. Yeah, so I mean, it was honest to see. It was honest to see. I mean, guys, we've seen some cool. There's like Dave Matthews songs in on your hard drive too, from a promotion that they never actually did. Hey, there's a lot of stuff there. Yeah, it can be. Agreed, but it's shit like that. Why, when Adam told me about PGA platform, I was like, oh. But that's the thing. That's what he did. That's what it did, but this was back before. But those are the kind of things that also scare me. Like, we don't know why it's doing something. It's a terrible answer, but I'm not a coder by any stretch of the imagination. Wow, I'm just not hitting the ball well. Freedom is out, freezing cold. Do it for Louis Bell. Yep, we're not getting across, but they lined us up with a pretty good gap. pick and roll. I'm gonna sicko mode. Shit if I know. We're asking questions that I have no idea the answer to, but I don't know. Because they based it off of my penis, Gravy. That's why. And they loved my vein. It was my vein on my penis. That's it. No, suit. Hey, what's up, Austin? How you doing, buddy? Okay, so hey, Dave, how you doing? It's very true. And Greek, do you know how long it took us to get them to provide patch notes to us? But they just don't. The processes in place with it are still so outdated that things that we now call easy are not easy because the processes are outdated. And until they have enough people there that they can just redo the whole program, we're going to be at liberties of some things. And when they try to fix shit, they might be fucking some other part of something up that they had no idea, which is where the tribal knowledge comes into play. So we are going to have these issues and be at their whim for quite some time until things just dramatically full bore get changed. And I don't know when the right time to do that is. To me, it would have been the right time during the pandemic, but then the two platforms wouldn't work together. So you would have had that. It's a tough call. I give Adam a lot of credit. No, patches. No. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. But it's not even that it's a thin. I don't even know if it's that thin of a revenue margin on it. It's just the fact that they can't take down one system. It's a tough road to sow. Let's be honest here. And we talk in hyperbole about it a bit, but you know, when I sit down and think about it logically, I understand the issues, but the answers that we're given are bullshit most of the time, and that's what bothers me. Or that they're not even talking about it. Good light. Like a light. I'll take that. And I think a lot of us would be more open to issues and be more willing to help if we thought that our messages were going to the right place. Just to prove a point, I'm going to open up the QA page right now on Facebook, right? Let's see here. And we'll talk. I know this is a little bit goofy to do, but let's just find it here. Pages, groups. It's actually a group. All right, let's go to quality assurance. Last active 4 days ago, okay? No answers from, okay, so none of the posts have any answers or anything from it. No answers from it. We go back, there's just not enough reciprocation of issues. Yeah, like you just look at all this and there's no answers or comments from anyone at IT besides for Kevin. And that to me is where the unacceptable part of it is. Shit, I mean, you get one person, hey, Log in on Facebook in the morning and go through and compile everything. That's it. One time a day. You don't even have to stay there and look at it all the time. But it just doesn't seem like that anybody's listening or even gives a shit half the time. And even though I know that they are, I get that the perception is greater than the reality a lot of the time. And those are the kind of things that are just concerning. Now, and there's a lot of goofy, like, we have such a different community and player base than most games do. It's just different, and it doesn't seem like anybody really knows how to handle it. That's all. That's really where all of my issues have always been. Like, communicate this shit to us, dude. That's it. That's all you have to do. Stump, bitch, I'm drowning. That's what I wanted. Plus, another one of my issues is there is literally no one there that can play the game at a level enough to actually test the game. Kevin and Adam could, but they're not. That's not their jobs, and they don't have time to do it based off of their jobs. I just don't think anybody there has the skill to understand half the shit that we're talking about being problems. When I talk about sticky sand, Chris, that it's very, yes, absolutely. And Stu, I agree with you there, but I don't think they need to address it there at all. I don't want to take any luster off the event itself, but they should be there promoting and helping with that. And I mean, look, Russ and I, it was like pulling teeth, except for Kevin, to get. Chris, trust me when I say we've already talked about things like that for myself. I can't go away from the game. Look, there's not many people that can be a world champion at anything, and there is no doubt I have every chance to be a world champion at it. Things would have to run right, and things would have to go my way. But what would easily stop me from being able to be a world champion would be as if I took a job working for them. Do I think I could? I personally, my skill set could match up with so many of the problems that they have right now? Absolutely. Honestly. Ran support centers. Yes. Yeah. We're not going to get that, though. We won't get that. But I mean, so look, I think that support has taken a shit lately from them. Okay, well, good thing is I know how to support things very well, even if I don't know your product. It's something I've always been really good at. QA, fuck, dude. I spend my life talking to all you assholes, dude. Done. We'll skip past that one. Testing? Yeah, done. Oh, and did I mention that I can sell my ass off too? But I mean, when you're looking at somebody with a skill set like that, like it fits. It fits. Plus the name recognition too. There's just so many good reasons to it, but just one that would hold me back. That's really it. I mean, I honestly think that with this last update, I think that I actually supported more people than they had to on the last update. I really do. And I'm not trying to be cocky or anything like that. But for 2 weeks straight, I I was going hard on those updates. But part of it was, now I used it as a personal growth thing too, because it allowed me to talk to people that I might not have ever talked to in Golden Tee before. You know, guys that might not be trying to go up and play tournaments and things like that. Okay, this is defining on this hole what I was talking about last time. So that's the distance based on the overhead. That's right. But look, when I go left, it looks like it's going way shorter. It's not going any shorter. It's just that the point of the marker that it's using to define the point that it's going to display the line from is so far down that it doesn't line up right. So it's giving me a misconception here. This is an ugly setup, though. I don't like this. And I am so happy with that shot. I don't care. I'm going to miss this putt. I'm not chipping it for certain. Okay, we're not going to miss the putt. All right, we got a clean one out of us. That's good. So sorry. And please do. I mean, there is definitely forward thinking here. Like I didn't see the weird kick. Oh, you're gonna see me Friday, Neil. I get in at like 8 o'clock on Friday night, so I won't be in the handicap tournament, but I'll be up there. Loving us. All right, so this one we're getting to the point where this isn't there, and that's fine. And it's fine that it's not there, but we're even gonna lay up. Now, you can hit an A1 sometimes that would bounce over the spot, but no. Not here. I mean, I'd have to carry this ball 400 on a fly just to have the sauce to bounce over everything. I did push it way right because I didn't think that ball was going to get out enough. Shit. My thumbs are not cooking yet. We'll get them there. But to love me. All right, so we're gonna half cut this. We're gonna smoothie this. I should have hit it a little harder, but we're okay with that distance. I just didn't want to go long. I'm okay with this putt. All right, whoever's in St. Louis is DNFing everything out. Oh, shut it, Rick. It's funny, Rick is probably one of those people that's mad at me because he didn't win a machine from me. That's Rick for you, man. That guy's a fucking dentist and he still wants free shit. Unbelievable. But once again, though, he is a world champion, right? Yeah, he's a world champion. Not in Golden Tee. He's in the baby sister league, but that's okay. We're still proud of him nonetheless. Oh, God. He's telling me to step my game up when the first thing he saw was me shooting clean on. It's actually a pretty goddamn good setup for an event, guys. Would it have been good if it was a week long? No, because you got too many variable holes. You used to love me. I do really want another par 3 event here soon, too. Just wishing this week was one because it would have been a good way to dial in the thumbs. And if we haven't noticed yet, they get a ton more play. With the no fucking way. That ball shouldn't have gone that far. But this sticky sand, though, did it come down? It came down a bit, so we're in bad shape. I'm fucked. This is gonna be a stroke limiter then. Hey, it stayed up good. Woo. Wow, another shut. Well, it's not really shut down. It's just a hard shot. Yeah, maybe. No, I don't. We could win 4 in a row this week, as if we win the last game of this series, then win the next 3. That's how we'll win 4 in a row this week. You guys look too good, man. Now, we have been running into a little bit of bad luck. The fact that the Royals decided to fucking play all these young kids who really give a shit, and they're all really fucking good, that didn't help us at all. Yeah, I'm not optimistic about our chances. What I said was going to happen with Minnesota happened. I did not expect Cleveland to fucking... I didn't expect Cleveland to be... I didn't expect this. I didn't think they were going to be any good. This kind of sucks because I can't get at this pin very much. So we're just going to actually put it on the green. Try to put it on the green. I don't know how that ball went that way with the right to left wind and almost a dead straight pullback. That ball should have cut. That ball went dead straight. I'm a little confused on that. I'll be happy if we could split our series with you guys, Caesar. And I mean, we're going to get Cease in one start, so we could probably get a win there. But other than that, not optimistic. I mean, I think we're pitching Cueto against you the first game. That scares the shit out of me every time he's on the mound. Though he hasn't been terrible, though. Okay, Caesar. Because, you know, you're really a part of it. You have all the control here, so I'm glad of it. I'm glad. I'm really happy that the team is coming out and saying this to you, man. You an idiot. Yeah, crazy. Stu, are you coming? Yeah, we're going to get the invites once we're done with all the events, man. Oh. Long ago, what you know, I got what you need for. That was a layup. I'm not fucking with that. Oh, damn, dude. Oh, did you beast attach? What hospital? That's not good, Bama. It's on an ass cheek. Hopefully you're doing okay, man. Okay, so we got the pin at the bottom left. That's a good spot for it to be. I can't really go straight from here with that wind. It won't push it enough. Oklahoma, I am coming sooner. I hate this look. We're going to go here. I did the same thing again, didn't I? Nope, we're good. Whew. I'm going to go on the road. All right. We're fine with that. We're 4 off there, though. That's not good. Oh, shit, Bama. Yeah, we're praying for you, man. Well, you got my fingers crossed for you, my man. Let me know. Reach out if I can help at all. Obviously, not really much. I'm not a doctor. I can pretend, though, if you need. So this one, though, look at where that marker is. The A1 should be perfect to bounce this over. Hey, Jason. So if we hit a good A1 here, a good 154 or higher, I bet this gets on. Oh, wow. I needed to hit it softer. Shit. But guess what? We're in a good spot. Thank you, man. Thought I made that. We'll get there. We're excited for this weekend. I'm not gonna lie. Just banging out this event, Robert. How you doing, my man? Yeah, 3 driver bag for this. There's no I don't need the. Look, if you know how Kevin designs these courses, they're mostly drivable. They're mostly either par 5s or drivable par 4s. So having the 3 drivers makes it really helpful. All right, we can go straight on this today. I'm just not getting any cuts right now. Ah, we'll get it dialed in. I thought that was going to be a good cut coming in. If anything, I felt like I overcut it, and it was under. This one I'm just using, I'm getting as short as possible coming in. We don't really have any risk on this shot, but if I can get a lower lofted club coming in for a thumb shot, I mean, not a lower lofted club, a lower club in general that I can thumb in. I can't thumb this. It's a little short, but it's still good. Bama, good luck, my man. I did it again on this. Missed that line bad. All right, we got it tucked again. We're going to go with the... Fuck. Distance-wise, I need the 5, but this is gonna snap a bit. I'll take that. We're good with that spot. Hey, Jamie, how you been? Jamie, are you guys coming? You're coming to Nashville, right? I can't imagine you're not. giddy up. Exciting. Was I that far offline? What the fuck? That didn't line. That lined up and looked like straight. Weird. Oh, what's up, guys? How you doing? All right, we're gonna go to the right again. It seems like it's setting us up to do this more often than the other way. I always go this way, guys. The fairway shot is such a different art. It's such a different elevation change. This one's a lot easier to manage. Okay, what do we got? Where is this pin? All right, so this is one that I'm going to probably say is not drivable. It's drivable, but if I stick the green anywhere on the left, the putt's going to be over 150 feet. So I got to figure out a way to get this to hit the wall and come back towards it. I'm trying to see if there's a spot that I've been missing this whole time. There's not really much we can do here. Could we try to hit a high 6? Ooh, that actually might work. Let's try a soft high 5 and see what happens. Yeah, Corey, I don't know if the spinny's going to hold it out. I got to hit this with no spinny and get it to come back to the right. Yeah, go figure. That putt did not break like a 4. Well, that's silly. Normally, when you're downhill on a putt, you play the break a little less, and that played like a normal 4. Yeah, nice putt behind it, exactly. All right, we're going to knock the shit out of this. I don't even need the high tee. And in fact, I think that I'll drive that shot with no high tee sometimes. Just because the bounce goes further. We got the slow trickle there. The worst thing about missing that putt is I think that would have been a stroke on the field. All right, let's make this. I'm going to call the ace here. I don't know why. I'm feeling like I got a chance, though. Nope, too hard. That was such a great look. Thanks, RJ. I want to go for the ace here. Yeah, let's just be smart. Yeah, the bite spin, I was thinking of low teeing, thumb in the 7. It just brings water into play when I could just easily get my birdie. That wasn't going in, though. I ain't been getting high. Well, maybe a little, baby. I don't want to lie. I don't always reply. You can't even fly. Oh. Oh, shit. All right, we got a chance to make this, too. I wonder who wrote it. Oh, shit. What the fuck is that? Ah! Missing the setup when it's that easy on this is really just going to piss me off. That just means I'm not looking at it right, because I hit that exactly how I wanted to. I thought I had that way right in the pin, but that wind took it a lot more than I played it. Oh, bruh, I just named a post-it. Yeah, I know, it's not good. No, I got one in between there. Flags in your house is no fun. I know. With my little eye. So you don't get too many likes. Yeah, if it was, but I thought I had it to the right enough by moving my T. I just must be, my eyes aren't working as well as they should be. The intent was just what I was hoping for. I wanted it to hit right above the, but apparently I didn't move it right enough. That's my fault. We'll get it. Okay, 409. So last time it went too hot over it. I might have to ID that. All my comments. We're gonna try it this way though. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Now I'm in trouble. Because now I gotta play this as if it's gonna hit something. Yeah, it certainly looks like it, but it could easily not hit anything. So... oh. And of course, it didn't hit anything. All the bitches are up with me. I thought maybe that around the right would catch that hill and bounce forward, but it caught too low on the hill. Like we working on mystery. Come on. Piano keys. Rubber, never gets without no damn rubber. So the worst thing you could possibly do here is overhit this and get stuck in the bunker. So my goal is always to hit the rough right before the fairway. It won't go into the bunker then. Cutie, I could turn into a wife. Mine, oh, I side with my... You know what would be awesome? If they dumbed the distance down on this one 5 yards and up the 5 yards on the PGA. That would be a perfect mix. That means that you don't have to change your bags. Everything's more consistent. It wouldn't mean anybody... I mean, you really don't have to make any changes then. But we still are waiting. That's a fix that they said was coming, and that's not yet either. Drove the one, that one about... Oh, well, that one there, I YouTubed that one, and I was going to YouTube the next one, because I for sure thought that I was stuck on the edge of that bunker, like not above it. So I wanted to have it saved so I could show both, but it played normal. And besides, that was just unique. Take your pick. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan. So sometimes I just YouTube things just because I think the next shot's gonna be fucked up. So I want them both to be there. If you escape when I escape, you be in Paris getting fucked up too. Okay, if you've ever seen Luna, honestly, at a .3 BAC, I think I'm the only one of the three that can actually still hit a trackball. There's very few people I could see do that. Any of the Wisconsin people, Luna's out cold by then. And I don't know Stenmark's drinking acumen anymore. Interesting question, though. Interesting question, Eric. But Luna's definitely out. I would just have to see. I just have to see how Stenmark is at .3. You guys, if you see Luna at like a .18, he's done. Done for. Nope. Done for. Do I get helpers as well? Justice knows what I'm talking about. If there were helpers, I'm unbeatable. At point 3, I'm still the same. I'm unbeatable. Okay. I'm happy with this. No, absolutely not. He just is a lightweight. Haas hits the blackout turn at like 6 drinks, dude. You know, and I know I've tried to bring this up before during streams, but dude, do you know how much of a lifesaver it would be as if when I got that drunk, I just fall asleep? No, I get that drunk. You guys have seen me that drunk on stream before, and I still try to get going. Blood alcohol content. And by the way, guys, Jill said no CTTP today. She's having a rough one at work. So it's just me. But we just got our draft date set for the 500. I don't think this might have been the second time I've ever thumbed at that hole. That's crazy. Well, I mean, I think last time I was at CJ's house, he got to 0.29 and I was at 0.24, I believe. He could go with that boy for a youngin'. He keeps up very well, because I think we could do it. I've been seeing these videos with a regular woman and an NFL lineman where they're doing drink for drink and they're charting the BAC based off of that. I think we could do something like that. Now, mind you, right now though, dude, I've had 2 beers since St. Louis. Hey, Owen, how you doing, bud? Long time. Well, not that long, but... Now, last time we were at that level, though, I pummeled him. I mean, pummeled him. But for me, like, my cockiness at that level... My cockiness when I'm that drunk is still very high. So if I just happen to be playing somewhat close to my cockiness level, not going to be beat by anybody at that level. There's another person in here who you guys would never think of this name when it comes to being a high BAC to be playing T. And he stood up in my wedding. He's one of my oldest and wisest friends. But Chuck Spicer, guys. That guy, you never would even know he's at 0.3. That's the point. And he would be, though. That's where we're at. Okay. We're moving this to the right. We're going to move up and thumb the 3. And that was a... That's good shit. I'm hoping Beatty does the same thing in some invites that we have. I had one of those nights of invites this weekend where, like, hitting sticks and ending up in the water repeatedly at multiple games. Like, that kind of shit was happening. Now, see that? Okay. Now, Jonathan, that's what we'd be drinking, honestly, at the tournaments. Like, that would have been standard qualifier drinking back in the day. Okay, that's the worst thing that could happen. I'm going to try to make this chip, but it's going to come off like shit. Yeah, look at that. That thing came off like a fucking... I would be in the same boat right now. Like I said, I've had 2 beers since St. Louis. I had glasses of wine with some meals, but that don't count. So I'm thinking that we're going to have I'm not going to play on Thursday. So I'm thinking a Wednesday night drunk stream would be a good one. Maybe do a long night just to see. I mean, I still do have, I just found it cleaning, but I still got half a handle of Tito's ready to go. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Maybe just do it from the side. I think that's a good plan. What do you guys think? I think a Wednesday night drinking stream's a good one. All right, 324 in only. That's not bad. Let's think 3-wood high tea here. And we can carry the 3-wood about 330 on the high tea. So let's go here. Oh, God, yeah. I'm happy that you haven't developed the verbiage that you use at the bunker. That's good. Drinking games, honestly, drinking games at Golden Tee have never gone hand in hand because it would have been like, oh, we're already drinking. You don't need a game with this. I don't know if I need a drinking game with it. I think that you start a drinking game every game of Golden Tee that you start when you have friends with you. See me, you're doing it from the side. Oh, man. Get in. One time ball. God, I'm losing my distances on my 6 and my 9 are I'm a little bit off on them today, and I don't think anything's changed, but okay, there was always one. It was a McCook game that he used to make us all play with him whenever we were playing. Who has the sexiest thumbs? None of those guys. The sexiest thumbs, no, I'd say none of them. That thumb chops are not... if you watch Luna, he cuts a lot more of everything, so that's okay. But the game that McCook used to do is... we'd get shots out of this, but if you didn't point hole 1 on any game that we were playing, you had to buy shots for everyone who did. That was always a good one. All right, this is going to fuck me, I think. If I don't hang this out, this isn't getting around the corner. So let's go and just put it up around the corner a little bit. Yeah, this isn't going to be a good eagle. This is going to be tough. That's not where I want it. That's not going to work. 6-foot shotties are a good one, too. All right, we're going to try something here. I think it's going to work. I think this will work. We're going to try to skip the hill. No, it caught the branches. It skipped fine. It just caught the little reeds. The other one. There's another game we used to play called Light the Fuse. Lighting the fuse, everybody anteed up $1 at the game, at the beginning of the game, or whatever amount you wanted, and you could easily correlate this to drinking if need be. But if you had a shot and you called shoddy, like, and you wanted to call shotties, you had to light the fuse by turning the sound all the way up. If you shottied it, you cleared the pot out, and if you didn't, you had to add money to the pot, depending on how you were playing, what you would add. That was a fun fucking game. The Light the Fuse was a fun one, though. Now, of course, you have to have the sound on. We played it up there, but that was more. It was more of a Chicago game than we would play. Brian Heffron, who dat? He also called them. We would play with those guys, but they called him He called them Sparkles. Brian was a very flamboyant gay player who could play his ass off. Haven't heard from him in a long time. I'm curious how he is. But he would be like, Sparkles! It's so good. It was fun. And that's the kind of shit you remember. You don't remember, well, I still remember shots that I missed over time, but I remember stupid shit like that more than anything. Ah, crap. All right, we're putting this one. And that one came off normal. Like, fuck you, Golden Tee. Love and I hate you, and I can't replace you. I must. Okay, this is a bad look, guys. It's setting us up to go through the middle, and we have to do that. Ah, it wasn't that bad. Sparkles! I wish I was the one. Be careful with this shot. If you don't hit the 10.5, the other ones, even with a high T, can hit the hill. Most of the time it hits and dies, but you can't shoot it off. Fuck, I don't know. I mean, I don't even think. See. Oh, who's better? I thought you said. I've never seen Haas on meth before. I can never hit that edge. So let's go. Paint. Shit of them with the housing. You know what I paid for it. I forgot. I'm wondering why everybody's mentioning Haas's name. He's won the last 2 tournaments, hasn't he? So you guys all have him on your mind. Shit ain't happening this time, though, man. Hearts. No keys. You know what it is? I thought Haas was forgotten now. Hey, Josh. How you doing, buddy? You see me, I mean everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Some... you guys make it seem like it's big money to win. It's really not. Yeah, we're going to put up a top 6 at the very... Because everybody that I'm with, Taylor. You know what it is. That's twice I did that here. Another plot. That's something. Yeah, they do. They do. Actually, like 75% of the field gets money back, dude. And that's why it's not that profitable. Back in the day, tournaments used to only pay out the top 16. Okay, that's Pat. That's not coming off. No, hardest course of all time. We went through this one. I listed off my top 3, and it's Royal Cove, Sequoia, and Auburn would be my 3 probably, and then the next 2 would be Crawdad and Shady or maybe Southern Oaks and Shady, something like that. When I pull out the plot, that's stunting. Yeah, Crawdad's hard. There's a lot of hard shots in there. I mean, but it can set up to be pretty basic. All right, we're going to try this without the high T this time and see if we can get it to bounce over this. And we did. One tree, 2 sheep. Wow. All right, so that's the shot on hole 1 when it's too long. You play the medium. My favorite course of all time is Sequoia. Part of that is I've had some epic matches on it. At Player of the Year in Dallas one year, I played Thor, and Skip aced hole 16 off the water to win that one, and then lost to him in the losers bracket later on when he aced 18 on me to win. I could get up there. I put Royal in that mix of favorite courses. It's just that I've played way too many games on it. And we see it all of the time, so it's kind of out of my list now. I'm a big fan of Bella Toscano, too. That's also a very good hard course. There are a lot of great courses that have been made over the years. It's just none of them are from this year. Now, I might also have a negative correlation with this year because it's been all the courses have been fucked up since we've gotten them. They've kind of gotten a bit better now that par is right. I mean, the first time I played them this year. And that's where we were talking about before you got here today, man. 2021 might be from left to right, even with all the remasters too. It might be the best set of courses they've ever put out. It's under my bed. I didn't want that to hit fringe. All right, we're good. Better to save me. But from front to back, even your amateurish style core. No, don't. You're not biased. Oh, and they're that good. I mean, we even talk about how easy Baja is, and yada. But typically, there's always one course every year that is a bit easier than the rest. And it makes sense to do it. But like 2020 didn't really have one of those. That was Teton would have been the easiest. And that really wasn't that easy. And honestly, everybody makes it sound like Baja's the easiest thing ever, but it's not easy all the time. 17 and 18 can set out to be shit. And then a couple of the drivable par fours coming in are not cake. So I think it's perfectly fine. And now this one's a little different. We got to go around the left. The problem with going around the left is you got to swoop that around that. I don't like going to the left. I think all courses are equally bad is the key. I fucking don't get that. That ball landed on the green and turned right like a fucking stop sign. And it was in though. Yeah, the one good thing about this year's courses is, look, you can play them all handicapped at the same handicaps because there's none of them are easier or harder than the next. If I had to choose a hardest course, I would say it's Petra hands down. But it's just because it's hokey. It's not hard. It's that if you get something in just slightly in the wrong way, you get a bounce that you fuck yourself on. And I wanna forget. Yep, see, Corey, that's what I was talking about. That was as close as I could have put it to the hill. That wouldn't have worked. What is this drop? Like, what is this? Let you down, gonna give you everything. I guess I could have hit that a little softer, but I would have gotten trapped in the corner if I hit that any softer. And they still haven't fixed the drops by any means. I don't think they're bad on commercial or on prize play, but in events, horrid. So that is a good thing about this year. Handicaps are fine across all courses. Like, I don't need to put a slope rating in for any of the tournaments because they're all about equal. Like, they're about right. No, it's just your regular prize play, though, it's not doing it. Any other game mode it is. Oh, yeah, that Corey, that I had that exact same thing, too. No, it's not doing it on prize play on those. Not around. Pearl Jam, hands down. And I do like Creed, but Pearl Jam's one of my best of all time. The only thing Creed's got going for him better than Pearl Jam is they were in the Skulls. They had their music in Skulls. And I don't know if many bands can ever say that they were on the Skulls soundtrack. I mean, that's a big deal. Ah, shit, I forgot that was the shot I could have hit the full in and let it bounce off the wall. That putt tried to miss. Shit, I don't know, man. Oh, and I'll go with this. Any song asked by Justice. I'm going to putt this, but it's not going to go in. Oh, it did. Good. Oh my God, guys, this is around 80,000 on this car, on my account. So I'm actually just almost at, I'm almost at 100K then. I must be just short. You know, I'm going to do something real quick. No, not that one. Oh, if I turn that off, it turns off everything. Okay, never mind. I don't like seeing that world ranking thing up top because it's not right. I believe I mean, on the 15th, I was 3 in the world. In a minute. 465, not drivable. Leave yourself in your spot you like to hole out from the most. Oh. All right, so the kill is going to be Carlton Fisk. Well, God, now that I say that. I actually, at one of my buddy's high school graduations, Carlton Fisk was there, and he was fucking hilarious. All right, so I guess I'll just have to kill the one I've never met before physically in Ozzie Guillen. And when I say met, I mean like sit down and have a conversation with him for a half an hour. Big Hurt's probably my favorite White Sox player of all time. It's him and Konerko. So I'll go with him. And then, no, I can't do it. It's Fisk. Fisk is kill Fisk. I'm going to marry Ozzy and I'm going to fuck Big Hurt. Actually, he'll be fucking me. I love Ozzy too damn much, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it will. Dude, I'm not a small guy, and sitting talking to him, mind you, I was in my 20s when I was sitting and talking to him, so I was in a... Dude, his arms were bigger than both my legs put together at that time. And I had just gotten out of the Army more closer to it, so I was only weighing about 180. He's huge. And he was the nicest guy ever because all my friends were Cubs fans and they were all ragging on him. Well, I was a Sox fan. I sat down and talked to him. Really nice fucking guy. We were at Gary Fensick's bar. I don't know if it still is or was even at that time, but called the Hunt Club in Chicago. Only place I could get a fucking excellent beef Wellington at 4 in the morning. Dude, what the fuck am I doing? So your key there is to get that thing all the way out. If you do not, you're in trouble. Well, that's silly, dude. I'll lead you to his back-to-back MVP seasons, and that question is a non-starter. Great, he got his own phone now. You were supposed to cut him off from all technology, Eric. On that bitch. How do I want to go at this? I want to try something here. All right, this is a good look. We're going to high T thumb the 5-wood. And actually, I'm going to release it. Okay, so another one. I can't eliminate two of them because I've actually gotten to talk to them. So I'm going history here. We'll have to get rid of the fridge, dude. I'm not the biggest fan. I think Ditka kind of got lucked into a Super Bowl win. And in fact, the fact that he should have had more than one with the team that we had in Chicago. He's not that great of a coach, but he's still legendary in Chicago. And he is fucking hilarious to sit and listen to as well. So I'll take him. Sweetness is my Mary because he's just a great dude. I'd rather be dead and dead and be dead and rich. Yeah, so we're gonna fuck Ditka, marry Sweetness, and we'll have to kill the fridge. You're nailing me with all these great Chicago people. And you know what, guys? I saw that somebody posted a meme today about, I bought my friend a Get Better Soon card because, no, he's not sick or anything. He just sucks at golf. And I just want him to get better. And I think I'm going to bring a whole bunch of Get Better Soon cards and hand them out to my victims. Would that be a dick move or hilarious? I think hilarious. I don't know. How many times? I don't know. That's just me. I found that to be... I think that's going to be hilarious if I was to do such a thing. Oh, well, no, we are planning on another one. We are planning another 24. Oh, God. That... I've never had that happen before. All right, 52 yards. You can't putt it that far. That's a tough one, man. And I know this is going to be... I'm going to go with Popovich, to be perfectly frank with you. And I'm a diehard Bulls fan. I think he's done a lot more with less. And he's still there. He's still a coach, so... Got it. Yeah, I can't. I'd have to say Phil Jackson, a great coach, but has he ever coached on a team that wasn't fucking amazing before he got there? That's all I'm worried. All I'm thinking about. Yeah, Popovich, nothing but respect for him. It's hard to say that as a Bull, like, and this is where you guys can understand where my arguments are not going to be totally based on heart most of the time. My heart says Phil Jackson instantly, but then my brain has to get involved with it. I mean, those 90s Bulls, I mean, that was my whole childhood, dude. That's me growing up. That was my formidable years, dude. There's just something. I still haven't seen this since then with any team in the NBA, but that team was transcendent, dude. Like, you didn't... The NBA has never had another team where we would schedule Christmas dinner around the Bulls game, what time they were on. The whole family stopped doing whatever they were doing to watch it. Every night, regular season games, we made it sure to be home so my dad and I could sit down and watch the games together. Like, I don't do that with anything. I do that with the Bears, kind of, but it's just me. And that's just with every football. It doesn't necessarily, pretty much any game that's on of NFL, I'm going to sit and watch the whole thing. But that's also because of fantasy involved too, so. Hi. But that, and it wasn't just Chicagoans that were doing it. I still remember one of the first Bulls games I went to was in the old Chicago Stadium. Now, if you never got to see that place, well, the kill is Bobby Hall. I've never been a hockey guy. I mean, shit, dude. I would have to say fuck Jordan, because there's no way I would want to tell everybody I've had the greatest player alive inside of me. Like, no one could compete with that kind of greatness being in them. Let's get on there. Let's get on to a couple invites here. But it's yeah, it's got to be fuck Jordan, marry Sweetness, kill Bobby Hall. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that, but we'll do it. I mean, no one's ever said that they've had that kind of greatness in them, man-wise. Maybe Rodman, I don't know. He probably took some quality D in the day. Never chase a bitch. Mask on. Fucking mask on. I don't think that one was that hard, actually. I mean, this is how big... Oh, how big the moisture is in this room right now. It's so big. This is how big Chicago sports were. Where the Bulls were. So I was at United Center. It was Blackhawks Red Wings in the playoffs, and we're up in a skybox for that game. And literally... no one in the stadium was watching the fucking hockey game. They were all up in the concourse because the Bulls were playing in the playoffs at that time. It was crazy. Like, you got more cheers and shit. And that game, the hockey game was amazing too. It was the game where Roenick got checked into the Red Wings bench and started punching all the players on there. It was kind of awesome. But nobody was watching that game. They were watching... we paid money to be at a playoff game, and we were too busy watching the Bulls. That's how it was. Now, hockey in Chicago back when I was a kid was really hard to get into because it was not broadcast on TV. Bill Wirtz would not allow it to be on TV. So Chicago kind of got the raw end of the deal, but luckily they get a couple championships since, and they turned it back around. But Chicago hockey was not a real thing. If you look at Midwest in general, like every other state around here, like as you go from Chicagoland and up north, even down to Nebraska, hockey's huge. But for some reason, Chicago didn't have it. Like, it just really wasn't that big of a play for us when I was younger. Oh, we got double moistness. Molly Percocet. Fuck a bit. Did we do it again? Did we? Off the hill. Oh. Right. Motley Percocet. Where's your mask on? Also, probably the reason you never graduated. You were too busy watching Nolan Ryan. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. All right, let's not blow this hole. This is going to be the one I could. We played that uber safer on that. But anybody that doesn't say that Jordan was the GOAT is absolutely wrong in their opinion. There is no comparison. You cannot put LeBron James on that level. And in fact, LeBron James isn't even on Kobe level. And he should be. He should. His outside of it did hurt him more. New man, you're taking a pic and you post it on the gram thinking making me sick. That shit, like, I don't fuck with you. Yeah, you can't. That is not an argument. Hey, Robert, how you doing, buddy? How is Sam's restaurant, man? I haven't talked to you since then. That's what put me on. That's what kept me on. That's what gave me this. We just fucking up the ozone. Was it? Oh, God. I miss good restaurants. I'll say that. Honestly, Aaron Rodgers has become one of my most hated people. Nothing to do with being a Bears fan. I think he's just shit. I really just don't like him as a person. So he's got to be, he would have to be a murder. Torture, then murder. Austin, that's a tough one for me. I mean, and it's really a hard one to call now. I can't go, but I have to look at basketball as being positionless. Because it's so different now. I mean, you probably put Stockton as number one but that's as a point guard, not as a basketball player. As a basketball player, I mean, he's not even in my top 10, but he should be, though. Win, but hope I lose. It would have to be Stockton as number one. And it's hard to judge with today's NBA, too, because, I mean, like, Curry up there, too, now. But is he really a point guard in the true sense of the word? I do not think Rodgers is overrated. As a football player, he's bar none one of the best we've ever seen do it. That's not... The only way you could say he's overrated is if you were saying he's the best player to ever play. That's the only way you could overrate with Rodgers. As a human being, he's like bottom of the category. As a teammate, I think he's a shitty teammate. Float. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Bob Cousy maybe in there. It's a tough one, man. I mean, and I just hate Rodgers as a human being. I do. I don't hate him as a football player. When he said he owns the Bears, he does. He's owned us. I don't get mad at the truth. But when he goes and makes up shit and tells his teammates, oh, I'm vaccinated, but then fucking it's really that you're not, you just tried to cheat it. Then you're out there fucking, when half the league gets suspended for weed and you're out there publicizing that you went out on a fucking, on some trip, fucking to go tripping. Like, there is no doubt he should be suspended for the conduct policy, not for drugs. No, that doesn't, that is an absolute fact in my mind. I think a 20 is going to win that one. I don't know. I think it's got it. Why, Austin? Who's up on your list for best point guards of all time? All right, let's get through. Let's play some 2022. And here's the other thing. Rodgers played well despite. I'm sorry, Mike McCarthy's was a horrible coach, and Rodgers carried that team. You know, we always judge our coaching staffs based off of win records, and I think the NFL fails in that regard. Oh, he is, absolutely. Well, Grant would have been a power forward for us, but that's a tradition. No, Horace Grant was a power forward. I mean, in today's NBA, he probably could be a point guard. Who knows? But we're really in a positionless game of basketball now, so it's really hard to judge cross errors. Let's be honest. The head coach of the Cowboys is Jones. The only reason why he took on he had Jason Garrett as a head coach and McCarthy is because both of those cocksuckers will both of those guys will easily ride it. Okay, so Oscar's up there. Isaiah, he's close. Magic Johnson, but once again, I can't. He's one of the best basketball players of all time. But I don't consider him necessarily a point guard always. You know, it's like one of those things. Thinking point guards, I don't ever think Magic Johnson first. He's definitely up on the list. I just can't. I don't know where to fit him in. Well, I mean, would Kerr have been our point? There was... Johnson was the first player to... Oh, in his rookie season when they won a title, he started as a center, Chris. He was their starting center on that team. So, like, he goes in the category of basketball player. Nolan Ryan? Yeah, it could be. Well, Armstrong was there, too. Wow, but he's talking about Kerr during the Bulls years. And it would have been, I mean, technically, you would. No, he's definitely not top five. And he really wasn't a point guard either. I mean, honestly, the point guard on our team would have been, for half the squads, it would have been Ron Harper or Jordan, really. Or even, I mean, Pippen was a point guard for a lot of the time he was up there. And then even after that, Kukoc was like a point guard for us too. So we really went to the positionless basketball before most people did. And I think that was some of the genius of Phil Jackson. The triangle allowed that to happen. It allowed it to be what was going on. No. That was a bad shot. My thumbs are just not cooking. I'm going to start just dunking all my chips because I don't want to have to play the bounce all the time. There's somebody, I mean, can we put Chris Paul on that list now too? I mean, guys, we are really, he's been that good for that long that he could be on that list of best point guards of all time. I don't think anybody in the league could have beaten Jordan in those teams. The only people that could have beaten Jordan during the 90s without him retiring were the Bulls front office. That was it. That was it, guys. We were unbeatable. The Utah teams were the closest of anybody in the leagues that year, but they didn't even hold a candle to our squads. It's probably being a Bulls fan. Yeah, Jerry West could be up there. Nash too. Oh, and it would have been at 8 straight. It would have been 10 straight because they don't break up that team then. That alone is probably like the part about that dynasty that sucks the most, that it didn't really get to be completed. That is hands down the best team that's ever been put on paper. They gelled together. They had the greatest winner of all time, who didn't really need to care about stats anymore because he was already going to be the greatest player ever to play the game. So he could do whatever he needed to do to win. Defensively, offensively, the most complete team you will ever see in the NBA. It's just no doubt. So now we get all these prima donnas together that only play defense when it fits them. And it doesn't necessarily guarantee you championships. The 73-9 Warriors team would have been up there to be competitive with it, but they couldn't even win a fucking title. So that tells me that they're not as good as we thought they were. I think the most telling part about how good of an athlete Jordan was. Yeah, we all watched him play baseball. Did you guys realize he started his fucking minor league career? He started his minor league career with like an 18-game hitting streak, dude. That's a guy playing basketball, going and switching to playing baseball. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not getting hits in like 20 straight games in any league. Any person isn't. They were saying, basically everyone in the White Sox organization said there is no doubt he's going to be in the MLB playing professional baseball at some point if he wanted to. He's just amazing. And that's just the will. Yeah, that would have been something else to see, though. A whole decade of us winning every title, which I don't think it's out of the question. I'm sorry, Dirk, that carrying a team, that team wasn't good. That he was on Dallas. That was one of the single greatest persons carrying a team around. Oh, absolutely. And they say that about a lot of players. But a lot of players say, yeah, he could have played baseball or he could have been in the NFL. They would never actually do it because they know they'd fail. Jordan basically said, fuck you, I don't fail. That was it. And then on top of it, he didn't break the fucking picket lines during the strike, which was awesome. Which, just consummate. I mean, he's just that guy, dude. He's the GOAT. There's no other way to say it. He's the GOAT. Probably the GOAT of all athletes too, not just of his single sport. You put Tom Brady in another sport, he cannot play any other sport at a professional level. Maybe you look at your Jim Thorpes. Jim Brown probably could have too. Oh shit. All right, so we got a clean one on Hollywood out of the way. Dude, there's more to respect about Bo Jackson than his athletic prowess. He's another person I've actually sat and had long talks with, but him multiple times. And just to hear about his struggles with his speech impediment and how he's actually done a very good job overcoming it, and hearing him in private versus hearing him on TV, I think that's more impressive. He persevered through a ton of shit. And I think that's more impressive as a human being more than an athlete. He's a really nice fucking guy too, dude. All right, we're going to try to get a shush on this. I'm most likely not going to make it, but we're going to get this close enough to the bunker that I can get over the lip in front of it. So 77. I need to hit this pretty hard for me. I did not hit it very hard. Even 40 didn't get it there. I put backspin on that because I was trying to hit the 8.5, and I was worried that without backspin it was going to hit the lip in front of it. Yeah, Chad, we're there, man. It's getting there. We're ready. Yeah, but Bo Jackson definitely could have been up there. I mean, and I don't get, I get in late Friday. Iowa flights weren't good. It was close to me not going, and then I found one on Allegiant, and it's a direct flight, but it doesn't get in until late, not late Friday night, but like 8:30 Friday night, and then it leaves midday on Mondays. So, but it's direct, and that was impressive. And it was only $200 and then $60 an add-on. So I can't be mad about it. I just don't have any options. Like, I can't miss a flight or I'm fucked. Yeah, not bad at all. All right, so Eric, we're assuming that I scoring wise, we'll just pretend it's a half-point PPR, and I'm assuming you're saying Jonathan Taylor goes first. I mean, that's pretty much consensus right now. How the fuck did that only go to, like, that only carried, well, I guess 320 would have been the carry. Oh, I'll tell you that, Caesar, I haven't done any buying of anything, so I haven't 100% committed to anything yet. I really told Jill it all depends on how I do this weekend in Nashville. Okay, so then, I mean, every one of these guys to me, except for one, is a risk, but it's between this group for me. It's Eckler, Derrick Henry, and honestly, I hate to say it, I'm still in the McCaffrey boat there. But I think that we got, it's a crapshoot in that range to me this year. This is a year I'm not against being at the very bottom of the draft. I either want one or I want to fall all the way to the bottom. And this is also a year that I'm never a proponent to go in the wide receivers too early, but it could be very justified this year. But there's so many better late wide receivers than there are running backs. That's the only problem there. Well, I think he's perfectly acceptable. He was perfectly good at both. I like him as an announcer still too. He gives some insights into the game a bit. He reminds me of him like that Peyton the Mannings thing that they do for Monday Night Football now. I don't know if they're doing it this year or not. But he gives you those kind of insights that you get. Listen to that. People pan him a bit, but my wife and I both enjoy when he's commentating. I don't mind him at all. I always do that when I medium T it, overcut it. I don't know. Ooh. Everybody alive? I haven't watched it in a while. I think the last one I watched was that first one with the Jets. All right. We should be perfect with this club. But otherwise, fifth pick then, I mean, you could throw Cooper Kupp in as the fifth, Jamar Chase in there too. I'm not a proponent to either of those guys there. Oh, you're welcome, Chad. I'll probably be taking you up on that. I'm not going to get blackout drunk Friday night, but I think we can have a few libations. I mean, the hotel is literally in the parking lot, so I don't mind. I appreciate the offer. But I did learn my lesson. That was what got me into trouble in Wisconsin last time I was there. Everybody, I sat down after losing my first match and literally had like 6 or 7 people go, let me get you a shot. And I was like, oh, I can't turn you down. And then I blacked out by the time by my next match. So if you're doing 2 clicks, 2 clicks is generally the number that you're doing for a full straight to 2. And then you just use win. Never. All right, we got one more in us. It's almost 5:30, guys. We're playing one more. We're going to call it a day. I think we're going to do not a Wednesday early stream, not a night stream, but I think maybe like a 6 p.m. or maybe we'll just go 7 and 8, start drinking. I'll go out and play at the bar first so I don't feel bad about not making any money. We got one game in us here. Oh, do we? Let's play Southern Oaks. All right, we're breaking the record. We're going 27. That's my goal here. I'm going to play clean and get 18. That's my goal. So yeah, that would be a full is the pullback to A and then straight to 2. That's what's happening when they're doing that. And it's generally 2 turns. We'll line that up basically right back to the pin, depending on club, obviously. But it's a good basis to start your planning as you start figuring out how much each club turns into what conditions and what elevations. 2 clicks is a good one for most. When you get down to like your 9 irons and high and your wedges and things, they won't turn 2 turns. But depending, if you have a big crosswind, you can make a 9 iron turn 3 turns, though. Oh, well, we can't do that, Caesar. We'll probably make it a late night on Wednesday. Now, you notice, Jason, I only hit them as a bailout shot for the most part. There are some people that aim with them very well, but to me, you can't make all the right calculations unless you have extreme course knowledge on it, because you're not getting the right breaks on the greens. You don't see what you're hitting. Like, the breaks don't adjust for the turns, like the angles that you're coming in at. If I leave the ball straight at the pin, I can assume the path of the ball when it lands is going to be pretty similar to the break that I see. And that's not the case on a full, so to say. I've been always trying to figure a way to verbalize that. I think I just did that very well. And hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, please, I'll try to expound on what I'm saying there. Okay, so this one though, we're not going perfect. We're not going parallel with the fringe line. So I'm playing this putt to the left edge. So I'm playing it like a right 9. And it should come off pretty clean there because there's no chance that it touches the rough ever there, or the fringe ever. That last one I had, we were going right parallel with the edge, that it was grabbing no matter what I did. I'm going to get my, for dinner tonight, I'm doing a Chicago beef place, not a Portillo's, but I hate to say it, other than the sausages at Portillo's are better, that's fine, the hot dogs are better, this place might have a better beef sandwich. And it wouldn't, except Portillo's quality to me has gone way downhill. Now, the one in Woodbury in Minnesota, Chris, that's a good Portillo's. Every time I've been there, it's been fantastic. But my Portillo's in Iowa has been shit lately. And guys, this one is one of the courses that a lot of people will say is one of the hardest of all time. And I don't disagree. It got a lot easier with tees. Yes, you will have to. It's very good. You're going to want to get a combo or a beef and cheddar croissant. Yeah, you can get a hot dog too. It's a Chicago dog. But hot dogs are hot dogs in a lot of cases. Chicago beef is not done very well. Everybody makes them more like a French dip. And that bread is way too soft. The bread from Portillo's is a crusty Italian bread. It's so good. Typically the biggest problem, not in Chicago. Now, see, they get their bread from a bread maker in Chicago that flash freezes it and then delivers it. The biggest problem you have with that is if they don't let it thaw correctly and they don't have enough thawed out for the day and they pull it out, microwave it, like fucking 10 minutes after they do it, it gets hard. You guys have seen that with your bread. Yeah, you can take hard bread and throw it in the microwave, but it gets really hard after that if you don't eat it while it's still soft. And that's what that's what she said. Oh, that's what I said to her. Yeah, see, without a tee here, I would have been laid back a lot farther. Now, rain's going to prevent holeouts for me these last couple of holes a lot, but it's also going to make a lot of the holes easier. All right, we got to get the... Okay, see, the rain's actually going to help here. This is as bad of a look as you can get. When the pin's on the right, not too bad. Pin on the left, not good. Yeah, I tried it. I didn't want to hit the 3 there. Weird. Now the rain saved me there. I got to be super aggressive and didn't have any problems there. And now the sticky... I'm fucked. That ball should have come back another 5 feet. And now I can't get out. Watch, it's going to hit the hill. Good, I got it out. All right, guys. That is my final game of the evening. So, we'll look forward to maybe getting a little tipsy on Wednesday night in preparation for the weekend. Otherwise, though, we'll see you guys then. I'll post what time we're doing it in. Oh, last thing. I still got some spots left. I think we got about 12 people. Beef and cheddar croissant, Chris. That's my go-to. That's my favorite thing there. Fucking delicious. 3 ounces of beef, an ounce of fucking cheddar, 6 ounces of beef on top. Since it went to the fucking Warren Buffett's place, they've killed the amounts, though, a little. So it's a little smaller than that. Fantastic. Yeah, you guys have a great night. But the thing I was going to add is we do have, I got about 6 spots left in the eliminator. It doesn't need to fill because it's really every week. You're just trying not to be the lowest scoring team. So if anybody's interested, let me know and I'll put you down on the list. And we will see you guys Wednesday. Good night.